going on, people? Welcome to my player ratings show. Listen, it's going to be dodgy, mate, because I'm not going to lie. Some players were absolutely shocking, and a few players were good, very good, and they gave a good account of themselves personally, but some players let themselves down massively, man. So yeah, let's get into this. Andre Onana made 2 key saves that he should make, routine saves. I'm not having that. They were amazing saves. I still haven't seen the first one back yet, though. It was a bit mad the way he saved it. But Onana's just got mad mechanics. Like, with Onana, yeah, he saves the ball, like, you don't really see the way that where the ball goes after he saves it, or the angle he saves it at. It makes you think, oh, it doesn't quite look right. But listen, he saved it, and it seems like, don't want to jinx it, flex his judge, but he's not making any stupid mistakes. Obviously, before he was literally throwing it in the net, essentially. Do you know what I mean? So since that game against Galatasaray, since the game against Brentford, he's been kind of just working his confidence up and at least making sure he doesn't make mistakes. That's a start. And then he's actually made some good saves as well. So I'll give Onana a 6. I think it was a fair, average performance from him. Done his job. Went long when he needed to go long. Went short when he needed to go short. No dramas there. Right back, Wan-Bissaka. I thought he was excellent. I thought he was really, really good. I'm going to give him a 7. I feel like he just brings a big calmness to us. Like, he's never over-emotional. He's never under-emotional. And I think we realise what we've been missing just by having one of our back four back, our starting back four. I know Varane's available, but not being picked for whatever reason, we don't know. But without Martinez, without Luke Shaw, to just get Wan-Bissaka back, you can see the difference between him and Dalot. And really, it's a bit damning on Dalot, because Dalot's, like I said, he played all the way through this time when Wan-Bissaka's been injured. And let's be honest, okay, he got the winner against Sheffield United, but he hasn't been inspiring, has he? It hasn't been like, oh, when Wan-Bissaka gets back, I tell you what, he's going to have a hard job displacing Wan-Bissaka. It wasn't like when Wan-Bissaka gets back, he's going to have a hard job displacing Dalot. Do you know what I mean? Because Dalot didn't really take that right back position and run with it. And a lot of the time, you know, it was Amrabat left back, it's been Lindelof left back. So yeah, I like what Wan-Bissaka done, man. He was good in the ball. He was good coming forward with the ball. He's unpredictable, and he was in the right position defensively. Made sure nothing got past him as usual. So yeah, I like his performance, man. I'm gonna give him a solid 7. I think he was really, really good. Johnny Evans, I thought he was composed today, did his job. I'm going to give him a 6, comfortable 6 for Johnny Evans today. It's weird because, you know, to make that choice to not play Varane and play Johnny Evans and Maguire, I could have backfired massively today for Erik ten Hag. Massively. Because against City and against Newcastle, I know we got absolutely slapped. But in them 2 games, if we're honest, we weren't looking at Maguire and Evans as the root cause of the problems. Oh no, sorry, Lindelof played in that game, didn't he? Because Reguilon played again on Wednesday. So, but when Evans and Maguire have played against City, you're not saying like, you know what I mean, them 2 are crap. Even though we're getting ridiculed and we're like, why do we have those 2 as our centre backs? It just shouldn't happen, especially when Varane's fit. But Johnny Evans was calm. He didn't do anything wrong. He reads the game well. He's just a top professional, isn't it? Like, he shouldn't be here, and Man United should be looking further. We should not be in a position, but you have to give credit to Johnny Evans that he's not coming in and getting rinsed and people running past him and he can't play at this level. He's proven he can still play in the Premier League for Man United, which Man United should be doing better, but on a personal for him, he's doing well and he's not making mistakes. 6. Harry Maguire, he was my man of the match, along with Bruno, kind of like a double man of the match, because I think he played an 8. I think he was dominant, he was good on the ball, he was passing between the lines, and even when we had got the goal, we needed someone to keep winning headers and be on the other end, on the end of things and be commanding. It was Harry Maguire, switching the play quickly as well when the game was a bit static, and when he has that trademark. Varane can't do it because he's not that player. Martinez obviously can do it, but when you give Harry Maguire time and space, he can pick out that ball into the left channel, big switch over to Garnacho, and he passed through the lines a couple of times into Eriksen, into Bruno, and I really liked his performance. And he had could have been concussed and just said, "Take me off. I'm feeling a little bit dizzy." Paused the game a little bit later on. Looked like he was going to have to come off at half time, and he just went through it. His eye was bruising. He's proved that. You know what? He's got good mentality. You have to give that to Harry Maguire. You know what I mean? I know we've all had our look at what's going on with him and he should have moved him on. But, in this period when the captaincy's been off him and, he's given a good account of himself. And I think he was really, really solid today. I'm going to give him an 8. Left back, Diogo Dalot. I'll give him a 6. I think he made some good interceptions. There was one where Harry Wilson was coming in at the back post, and he done really well to make sure he was there to clear that. That could be a game-changing moment. Prevented a goal there, so that was good discipline from him there. Going forward, didn't offer loads on the left-hand side, but he was just steady. So I think a 6 is fair to him, and it'd be interesting to see what happens now. Reguilon obviously wasn't supposed to be here. That was an emergency. Will he carry on at left back until Luke Shaw gets back with Reguilon to come in? Obviously, Malacia is going to come back as well. Interesting what's going to happen to Dalot over these next few games. But right now, obviously, Malacia getting back up to speed. He ain't going to play against Copenhagen. Reguilon, been up and down, but gives good passion. But again, not supposed to be here. So he'll probably go with Dalot again. So he's probably going to be at left back now when Wan-Bissaka's back. Into midfield, Christian Eriksen I thought was really poor. So poor. Kept giving the ball away. Started off okay. Apart from the ball he put in for the disallowed goal, I can't remember him completing a pass. He was just so poor, just giving the ball away in transition. You know, one of the reasons why I like Christian Eriksen is because he can play the game in the right way. He's got a good way to pass, can pass with both feet, good vision. And often he can be the difference maker and a calming influence in there, but not today. I don't think he had his best game. I'll give him a 4. I think he was poor today. Scott McTominay, I think, was physical. Not a lot. He gave the ball away a couple of times as well, like Eriksen did. But where he made up for that, which he can always do, is just being physical and getting after people. In transition, he was okay. I think he was average. I think 5, 6. I'll give him a 6. I think he was physical. And I think if you're not gonna be good on the ball, then give me something physically and give me some attitude and some endeavour. And in a game like today, it was needed. And I think he come off the pitch with not his head, you know what I mean, down by his side, not looking up because he played shit. So yeah, I think he was average. I'll give him a 6. Bruno. Now Bruno wins us the game. You know, if he doesn't have that little bit of magic, right, he would have literally got a 0. He was that bad. You guys saw my reaction on the match view. Get him off. What's he doing? What's he got to do to come off? But the decision to keep him on was justified in this game. He stunk the place out. It was an awful performance from Bruno beforehand. But in the 90th minute, when you're looking for somebody to do something when nobody else was going to, Bruno did it. Bruno did it. And that is the facts of this game. And that's why I think all of that taken into consideration, I think balances out at a 6. It could have been a 5, but I'm gonna give him a 6 because he was the difference maker in the key moment. In them 5 seconds, you know what I mean? In them 5 seconds to do that, sit Paulinho down with Harry Wilson, you know, give them the chop onto his right foot and put it into the corner, or make it difficult for Leno to save it properly so it did go in the corner. That has won us the game. And if I'd have been standing here with a draw, I'm telling you now, I would have been absolutely fuming, and so would you guys. So I think he gets a 6. Obviously they gave him man of the match. The hardest thing to do in football is put the ball back in. I get it. You could say 7 or 8 because he's the match winner, but I'm not going to forget what I saw for the 90 minutes before that. Interesting. Let me know on that one how you feel about that. Am I being too harsh there? If you're the match winner and you've done nothing for the rest of the game, are you instantly playing at 8? Or am I being too lenient? Should he still get less, even though he did score the winner? Let me know on that. This is where it gets bad as well, because the front line wasn't great. Antony, 0. Absolutely shocking, awful. Don't want to see him start the next game. I think he was so poor. I know he's got things going on outside the pitch and that, but he's just not good as well. He's just not good. You can see when Palestri came on, he gave a lot more in such a short space of time, and even Palestri wasn't polished and perfect, but Antony's literally giving us nothing at the moment. 0. Big fat 0. Højlund, couldn't get him in the game. Just fighting, wrestling, just frustrating. He just looks like a cut-out figure. He just looks so frustrated. He's not getting shots. He's not running in behind. We're not playing through him. We're just giving him the ball with 2 defenders around him, or 1 defender, and he's just got to fight. And we're not getting him involved in the game. I've got to give him a 4 because we just didn't see him. It wasn't for the want of trying. You know what I mean? It wasn't for the want of trying, but I just don't see him on the ball enough. It's like he's not there, which is so frustrating because he's got a lot to give. He's going to be a good player. I like the look of him. I like his strength. I like that he can run in behind, but we're just not getting to see that at the moment because we're not playing through him. Garnacho, I'm going to give him an average 6. I think that he started off kind of timid, but as the game grew on, especially into the latter stages, he started to pick the ball up more and drive and make things happen. And one thing I do like about Garnacho is that he always wants the ball, and he is crossing more. Like, you know, he had a shot on target as well. It took a deflection. You got to make your own luck. Second half, I think he came alive a little bit more, and he played the game with the right intention. No, it didn't always come off, but he picked up the ball and was lively. Nutmegged a couple of players, got Iwobi a booking. You know, went to Harry Wilson, got him. I don't know if he got yellow carded for that, but you know, got taken down. Then he's getting into the box, crossing it. He just looked like something could happen from that side, even though it didn't quite, if you get on me. So I'm going to give him a 6. Palestri coming off the bench, I'm going to give him a 6 as well. I think he showed good. What he did do well, not everything went to plan, but when he was sort of jostling and being physical with Robinson in that little tussle that led to the goal, bit of pinball, just be there and be present. That was something that Antony didn't do. So he had a say and had good energy. So look, again, he's not the top quality that we need on the right-hand side. It's a massive, massive problem, the right-hand side. But I'll give him his flowers and say that he did a decent job when he come on, flat 6. Martial, NA, had a shot, couldn't really do anything with it. Varane came on late, NA couldn't really do anything. Mount didn't really, he gave one pass away where we should have been in, and he messed it up. Then another time he got the ball down, gave the ball to the left hand side to Garnacho, but fairly average. And then that brings me on to Erik ten Hag. He won the game, got a clean sheet. The performance wasn't great, anything to write home about, but like Sol did allude to, the big decision to leave Bruno on the pitch and then him win the game for you counts for something. But I'm going to give Ten Hag a 6 because, look, it's all about winning, which we did do, but that performance was really, really poor. Let's not hide from that. That was an awful performance. But we did show togetherness, though. They did show that they were working. They did show that they can defend well and be organised against a poor Fulham side. It was 2 poor sides out there today. But I have to give it to the organisation because the fact that we had the basis for the back four that was performing at a decent level meant that we wouldn't concede. We've got McTominay a little bit ahead of that, doing okay. So yeah, I'll give Ten Hag a 6. That's my player ratings. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I think the Bruno one's interesting. Does he deserve to be man of the match for winning, or do you not forget what he did the 90 minutes prior to scoring? Take care, guys. See you again soon. Peace. That's a win as well. Come on.